Good morning, children. Today we are going to discuss about the another important chapter, another important concept, that is reproductive system of the cockroach. What we are discussing? Reproductive system of the cockroach we are discussing. So you know very well cockroach is okay. It's a cosmopolitan where in different areas it will be survive, and it can arthropoda. It is related to arthropoda insecta. So it have digestive system, respiratory system, well developed digestive system, respiratory system, excretory system, nervous system, like that. The parts also there, right? In this class we are going to discuss about the reproductive system of the cockroach. Okay, the reproductive system of the cockroach we are going to discuss. Majorly, first one important thing is the cockroaches are dioecious. So, what is the dioecious? You know very well. Dioecious means they are both separate. Male is separate and female is separate. Right? Cockroaches are dioecious. So, male and female reproductive system are different. Male is different, female is different. So, male is separate, female is separate. Like that, we will be cockroaches are there. So, first one we are discussing about cockroaches are dioecious. We are discussing cockroach reproductive system. Cockroaches are which one? Dioecious. And both sexes have well developed. The cockroaches sexual reproductive systems are well developed. So the well developed reproductive organs. Male reproductive system. So first we will discuss about male reproductive system. The male reproductive system consists of a pair of testes. Male reproductive, as usual, what is called male reproductive system consists of pair of testes. Okay, on lying on each lateral side in the fourth to sixth segments. Lying which sides, that is important. Lateral side. Okay, so male reproductive consists of one pair of testes, one lying on each. Okay, one lying on each. Okay, that is important. Lateral side in the fourth to sixth abdominal segments. From each testis arise a thin vas difference. From each testis arise one thin vas difference. This is important, which opens into the ejaculatory duct through seminal vesicles. So, vas difference open into the ejaculatory duct through seminal vesicles. So, next ejaculatory duct open into the, that is important, male gonophore. Ejaculatory duct open into the male gonophore situated ventral to anus. Situated which one? Ventral to the anus. That is important. Okay. Next, another important point is a characteristic mushroom shaped gland. What is called? A characteristic mushroom shaped gland is present in the sixth to seventh segments. A characteristic mushroom shaped gland present in the sixth to seventh abdominal segments, which function? What's the which function? An accessory reproductive gland. Mushroom shaped gland, which one? Accessory supports the reproduction system. Okay, so accessory reproductive gland. Next, the external part is there. The external genitalia are represented by male gonophysis. Male gonophysis are pelomere. The external part of that reproductive organ is called external genitalia or male gonophysis or pelomere. Okay, so this is chitinous asymmetrical structure. This male gonophysis or pelomere is very important bit. Chitinous asymmetrical structure surrounding the which one? Male gonophore. So chitinous asymmetrical structure, this pelomere, external genitalia. That is important. The sperms are stored in the seminal vesicles and are glued together in the form of bundles called. So now the sperms are coming from testes, right? They will be stored in the seminal vesicles and they glued together like a bundle. Form like a which one? A bundle is called sperm bundles are called what you call spermatophores. These spermatophores which are discharged during the copulation. Discharged during the copulation. So that is important. So male reproductive system, a pair of testes located in the 4th to 6th abdominal segments. This test is connected to vas deferens, connected by vas deferens. This vas deferens pass to ejaculatory duct through seminal vesicles. Seminal vesicles stores the sperms. A glued and spermatophores will be formed. Then they will be the ejaculatory duct open into the male gonophore, that is ventral to anus, and there will be mushroom shaped gland. What you called a mushroom shaped gland will be there. That is the most important. Okay, that is accessory. What you called this located in the 6 to 7 segments, abdominal segments, which function is an accessory reproductive gland. Next, the external genitalia is there. The axis it's called male gonophysis or phallomere. Okay, male gonophysis or phallomere. The chitinous asymmetrical structure. Chitinous asymmetrical structure is surrounding the which one? Male gonophore. The sperms are stored in the seminal vesicles. What happened? Glued and forms like a bundle of sperms called spermatophores. They discharge during the copulation. Discharged during the copulation. That is about what is called male reproductive system of the cockroach. The next one, another important one, the female reproductive system. We are discussing about which one? The female reproductive system we are discussing. The female reproductive system consists of the cockroach female reproductive consists of, as usual, you know very well. The female reproductive system consists of what? 2 large ovaries. Okay, 2 large ovaries lying laterally in the 2nd to 6th segments, abdominal segments, where the ovaries are present in the cockroach, 2nd to 6th abdominal segments. Each ovary is formed by a group of 8 ovarian tubules. Each ovary is formed by, so compulsory, very important 8 bit. Each ovary formed by what is called 8 ovarian tubules are also called 8 ovarian tubules are called what is called ovarioles. What is called ovarioles. Each ovary consists of 8 ovarian tubules and they will be formed by which one? Ovarioles. So these ovarioles containing, each ovarian tubules are ovarioles containing a chain of this ovarioles containing a chain of developing ova. Okay, oviducts, a chain of developing ova will be present. Next, oviducts are there or not? The oviducts of each ovary unite into a single median oviduct. So oviducts which are coming from ovary, okay, they will be what is called unite into form a oviduct called vagina. So this is which opens into the genital chamber. So all the ovaries have what is called oviducts. These oviducts unite to form what is called, there will be a common oviduct that is called vagina. So that will be open into the which one? The what is that? Genital chamber. That is important. So once again, should listen very carefully. The female reproductive system consists of 2 large ovaries lying laterally in the 2nd and 6th segments, abdominal segments. Each ovary is formed by a group of ovarian tubules, 8 ovarian tubules. So containing a chain of developing ova. Okay, what is there in this ovary consists of ovarian tubules consists of chain of developing ova. So next, another important one, these all oviducts unite to form what is called major oviduct, unite to form single median oviduct, also called vagina, which opens into the genital chamber. Okay, A pair of spermathecae, this is important, a pair of spermathecae. It is called sperms are stored in the spermathecae. A pair of spermathecae is present in the sixth segments. In the sixth segment, spermathecae is present, which opens into the genital chamber. Sixth segment, what is present? Spermathecae stores the sperms from other cockroach. Male cockroach is get normal. So spermathecae is there, which stores the what is called sperms. So which opens into the genital chamber. Next, sperms are transferred. Okay, sperms are transferred through spermatophores. Okay, you know very well what is spermatophores. There, the fertilized eggs are encased in capsule called oothecae, where the fertilization of eggs will be takes place in the what is called oothecae. The fertilized eggs, they will be encased in the capsule called what is called oothecae. Very important. Fertilized eggs, oothecae. So now what I am telling should listen carefully. A pair of spermathecae is present in sixth segment, which opens into the genital chamber. Sperms are transferred through spermatophores. Okay, their fertilized eggs are encased in capsule called ootheca will be formed. So eggs are there, sperms are there. So their fertilization will be takes place in the female. So now what will happen? Ootheca will be formed. Ootheca means nothing but what? Encased capsule. The fertilized eggs are encased in the capsule called ootheca. Okay. So this ootheca is dark reddish. What is the ootheca color? A dark reddish to the blackish brown capsule. Dark reddish to blackish brownish capsule. It is 3 by 8 or 8 millimeters. Okay, 8 mm long. So they are dropped or what is called glued to a suitable surface. Where this ootheca will be dropped to a suitable surface. Usually a crack or crevices high relative humidity, where they will be dropped this ootheca cockroaches, high humidity areas. Okay, that is important, which are the favorable condition to the growth and food source. An average female produce 9 to 10 oothecas. So average female produce how much? How many? 9 to 10 oothecas. Each containing how many? Each ootheca contains very important 8 bit 14 to 16 eggs. The development of Periplanet Americana are parametabolous. What is the meaning of parametabolous? Which have the adult, what is called nymph stage. Nymph means nothing like adult form, but little variations are there. When the nymph is there in the life cycle, nymphal stage, that is called, that kind of development is called parametabolous. Nymphal stage, very important. So, the nymphal stage. This nymph is look like very much like adult, but the nymph grows by molting about. See, it will be changes their body 13 times developmental changes after it will be form adult form. So what's the difference between the nymph and adult? Adult form shows the wings. Okay, nymphal stage have only wing pads. Only nymph form is wing pads, but adult form is wings. Like that, the nymph stage and wings are there in the adult form. So this is one of the important concept in the cockroach. So nymph and adult. So many species of cockroach are wild and are not no economic importance not at the cockroach don't have any economic importance. They are wild. Few species thrive in around human habitat. They are pests. So they spoil our food and contaminate our food with smelly excreta. They can transmit a variety of bacterial diseases and some dangerous diseases also will be spread. So it is instead of causing a benefit, it will be very harmful. Okay, children. So that is important. So a pair of testes, 4 to 6 abdominal segments, vas difference connected to the testis, then that will open into the ejaculate tract to seminal vesicles, male gonophore, ventral to anus, mushroom shaped gland, accessory reproductive gland. This is 6 to 7 segment it will be present. And outer part, external genitalia, male gonophysis or pelomere. It is a chitinous asymmetrical surrounding the structure surrounding the male gonophore. And the testis produce sperms glued in the or matured or glued in the seminal vesicles and forms the spermatophores, then they discharge during population. That is a male reproductive system. The male reproductive system consists of two large ovaries. The large ovaries present in the 2 to 6 segments. Each ovary consists of 8 ovarian, 8 ovarian tubules. Very, very important. Are ovarioles. Okay, 8 ovarian tubules are ovarioles containing a chain of developing ova. These ovarian tubules are ovarioles, consists of chain of developing ova. Chain of developing ova. Oviducts of each ovary. Okay, ovarian tubules. The ovary. Okay, the oviducts are there or not? From each ovary, they will be converted to form vagina. So then big oviducts unite to form big oviduct, nothing but vagina. It will be open into the genital chamber. Okay, it is open into the genital chamber. Next, a pair of spermatheca is present in the 6th segment, which opens into the genital chamber. In the 6th segment, spermatheca is there. Okay, that will be open into the genital chamber. Spermatheca. That is important. 6th segment, what is there? Spermatheca. What is the use of spermatheca? Stores the sperms. Now, when the eggs are ready, sperms are ready in the spermatheca. What will happen? Fertilization will takes place. A capsule will be there in the called ootheca. The fertilized eggs encapsulated. That capsulated fertilized eggs are called ootheca. Ootheca is nearly 3 by 8 or 8 millimeters. Okay, size, and they are dropped in nearly a suitable surface and very good humidity and food available places. The cockroach will drop their oothecas. Ootheca consists of 9 to 10 oothecas. Generally, one female cockroach can release 9 to 10 oothecas. Their 14 to 16 eggs will be there in each ootheca. Their parametabolous. Parametabolous means they don't they have nymph stages there, in the sense parametabolous. So 30 times molting after, 30 times molting after, it will be developed into adult form. So what is the difference between the nymph and adult? Nymph, adult same only, but wings, here the wing pads, here we are developed wings, we will be called in adults. So that is about reproductive system of which one? The cockroach. Okay. So next, another important chapter is biomolecules. What do you call the chapter name is biomolecules. So you know very well carbohydrates, proteins, lipids, DNA, RNA. These all are considered as which one? The nutrients, right? So which have in our body, which are helpful to survive, or which are helpful for our metabolic actions, which are helpful for systematic functioning of our body, they will be called biomolecules. So what are those biomolecules? We will be see the introduction part. You know very well, biomolecules are like nutrients, carbohydrates, proteins, okay, lipids, okay, DNA and RNA, which are helpful to form life. Okay, they are called biomolecules. Observe very carefully the introduction of biomolecules. What is the difference between the living and non-living? Same. We have the non-living have calcium, potassium, sulfur, magnesium, all elements. Even living also we also have. But where is the difference between these two, living and non-living? Arrangement of those elements, arrangement of those structures. Complexity is more in the living. Complexity is less in the non-living. So, if you see the earth crust, what will be there? For example, if you see the earth crust, we will see hydrogen, calcium, oxygen, nitrogen, sulfur, sodium, okay, calcium, magnesium, silicon, like that. Will be same will be there in the human body and earth crust. Same components, but weight little bit percentage will be different. That is there in the textbook clearly given. So we have to understand the what is chemical composition of the living organism. For example, take one what you called living tissue, okay, and or piece of liver and grind it. So what we have to do, take the living tissue, grind it and keep it in the grind it in the trichloroacetic acid using mortar and pestle. Trichloroacetic acid for liver piece you take and grind it. We obtain a thick slurry, okay, that consists of, and that one filter it, okay, by using cheesecloth of cotton we would be obtain two frictions. One is called, when you filter that, filtrate and what you call, or more technically, acid soluble pool and acid insoluble pool reactions are there. So like this, the introduction part will be there. What we are taking, if you want to know about what kind of molecules are there in the living tissue, we have to take what you called the this all living tissue, and we should have to what you called stir it. Okay, grind it in the what you call trichloroacetic acid. Okay, mortar, by using mortar and paste, we can grind it, then we can filter, in the sense we will get the two fractions, acid soluble and acid soluble. So we have so many equal, like living and non-living, hydrogen, carbon, oxygen, nitrogen, sodium, silicon, like all are there in the living, and non-living components are similar. But why we are showing the life means our arrangement is little complex than that. So this biomolecules related information, tomorrow we will be discuss more information.